Okay, so the next test here, okay, under exercise 13.5, 3.5C, exercise 3.5, question, you can write along with me. B4, subheading 1 to 3, okay. And this we'll find on the textbook. Pages 65 to 66. Let's do that. These are word problems. Let me read the question. Form a pair of linear equations in the following problems and find their solution if they exist by any algebraic method. So number 1, question B4, subheading 1. Let me read. A part of a monthly hostel charge is fixed, and the remaining depends on the number of days one has taken food in the mess. When a student A takes food for 20 days, she has to pay rupees 1,000 as hostel charges, whereas a student B, who takes food for 26 days, pays rupees 1,180 as hostel charges. Find the fixed charges and the cost of food per day. Okay. So what is the question asking? Let us write there. Let rupees X be the fixed charge that every hosteler has to pay. This is fixed, okay. And rupees Y be the cost of food per day. The word per here means 1 day. Per means 1, okay. So we have to find this, okay. So as per first condition, let's read that carefully. When a student A takes food for 20 days, she pays rupees 1,000 as hostel charges. So let us do that student A first. So the rupees X is the fixed charge that she has to pay. This one to any student, even if you stay for 1 day or 20 day or 30 day, this is fixed that the student has to pay, okay. Plus this student stayed for A stayed for 20 days, so number of days here, okay, number of days 20 into charge per rupees Y is the cost of food for 1 day per day. So number of days into food charge for 20 days, number of days 20 into food charge per day is rupees Y. So this rupees, you can put it front here. So fixed charge plus food charge for 20 days. This one will change according to the number of days that a student stays in the hostel, but this one is fixed, does not depend. So fixed charge plus her 20 days food charge is this. Total is equal to rupees 1,000, the question is saying, right? So if you take here rupees common in both terms here out of the bracket, then inside X plus rupees has gone out of the bracket, so only 20Y left, and here rupees 1,000. So this rupees and rupees cancel, means your first linear equation as per first condition can be formed as X plus 20Y is equal to 1,000. Similarly, let us find out as per second condition. As per second condition, student B takes food for 26 days, okay, so, and pays 1,180 rupees. So X is the fixed charge. I put just similarly, so I won't involve the rupees anymore, okay. Plus she stays for 26 days, number of days into charge of food per day is rupees Y, cost of food per day. That is a total charge of food for 26 days plus fixed charge. She is paying 1180. So this is equation number 2. Now the question at the beginning has mentioned that you can solve and find out this x and y by any algebraic method. And the 3 algebraic methods are, as we have discussed earlier, substitution, elimination, and cross multiplication. So we are allowed to do any of these 3 methods. But I would suggest that you avoid cross multiplication completely because it's slightly more complicated. And let us do substitution or elimination. If the numbers are simple like x, 2, 5, something like that, smaller single digit numbers or small double digit, then you do by substitution because that's quite pretty easy. But if they are a little bit bigger or they are already equated like this, 1x, 1x already equated, then you do by elimination. But even if you do by substitution, even fine, substitution or elimination, up to you. I prefer in this case, so it's a question of preference and not that you have to do any particular method, because the question says any algebraic method. So a question of preference, I prefer to do here elimination because I see that these two are already equated, and so we can easily eliminate 1x, 1x, plus 1, plus 1. So if they are already equated, we learned in a previous chapter that by elimination method, we multiply that equation by 1. Number 1 multiplies every term in equation 1. And then number 1 will also multiply every term in equation 2. Then we're going to get here 1 into x is x, right? Plus 1 into 20y is 20y. 1 into 1000 is 1000. So let's put this as equation 3. And 1 into x is second equation, x, plus 1 into 26y is 26y. Likewise, 1 into 1180 is the same number, 1180. And as we have done by elimination method, even in the previous cases, we know that if the equated terms have same sign here, plus 1, plus 1, if they are both plus or both minus, same sign, we do elimination means 3 minus 4. If they are different, one plus the other minus, we do 3 plus 4, but here they are same, plus 1 plus 1. The equated means these two are not equal, say 20 and 26, but this is 1 and 1, so equated. To eliminate that, 3 minus 4. What does that mean? That means that 3 minus 4 means every term in equation 4, the original sign will change. That means this original sign was plus, 1180 was plus, so I'm having to adjust this. 1180 was plus, so it will become minus. This plus 26 likewise will become minus. Okay, so let me give some space. So this plus 26 becomes changed to minus, and plus 1x in equation 4 will become original sign changed to minus. That is the meaning of 3 minus 4. So this minus 1x and plus 1x, the equated one, now becomes 0. Minus 1 plus 1, 0. Then here, minus 26, this is no longer plus 26, and plus 20 means minus 26 is the bigger absolute value, always put up, and then smaller one is 20y. No sign plus in front, as we can clearly see here. So minus plus means subtract, so 6 minus 0 is 6. That's all. 2 minus 2, 0, which we need not write. Bigger absolute value 26 is minus, so this also minus. So we get here minus 26y. I forgot to put your y. Please put minus 26y, and plus 20y is minus 6y. Then here equal, so we'll put the equal. This is minus 1180, the bigger absolute value. We put always up. The smaller one, 1000, no sign means plus. So 1000, we start writing from right to left. So minus plus subtract, so 0 minus 0, 0. 8 minus 0, 8. 1 minus 0, 1. So that's all. Then bigger sign, bigger number, 1180 minus. So here also minus. So these two combined will give you minus 180. So this minus and minus can now cancel. The next step that implies y will be equal to Now this 180 we can just write it divided by, because between this 6 and y nothing is there, means the sign is into, so 6 into becomes divided by 6, it will go down. So that's how we write it. Then here 6 ones are 6 and 6 threes are 18 up to here, and 0 means 6 zeros are 0. So y value is 30, right? I hope you're getting. We're doing elimination. Now to find the x, we can write here putting y that we got just now equal to 30 in equation number. Anyone you can put either 1 or 2. Okay, and you'll get the same value of x, correct? Okay, but it's always easier to put in a simpler one because you want to solve in a, or write these things on your graph, okay? Simpler way. So here I see here these two, 1 and 2, which is simpler. 1x, 20, 26, this is bigger. 1000, 1180. So 20, 1000 seems to be simpler than these two. So let us take simpler equation 1. If you were to take, instead of 1 like me, you took 2 also, there's nothing wrong, you'll get the same answer. But we're taking the simpler one because it's easier that way, which also means that we'll take lesser time also, right? So 1 is x plus, as you can see, 1x plus 20y, so 20 into y now is going to be replaced by this y equal to 30, so 30 will come in the place of y and equal to 1000. So that implies we're trying to find x, so x plus 20 into 30 is 600, and here 1000. So x will therefore be equal to 1000 on the right side, same, and this plus 600 shifted to right side become minus 600. It's very easy to subtract, no need to go to raffle. So I think 1000 minus 600 is, all of us know, 400. Therefore x is what? Let us go and see, be the fixed charge. They're asking for fixed charge, so fixed charge in the hostel for the hostel stay, any number of days, this is same, is equal to rupees x we put in the beginning, which is equal to rupees x is now, you got here 400, and then y we have to see here, y be the cost of food per day. So cost of food per day means in one day cost food rupees y. So we can just write there rupees y value we got here. So for each day the food charge is rupees 30, so that means 2 days 60 rupees, 3 days 90, it goes like that. That's your answer. Okay, yeah, next let's go to the next one. Let's see for subheading 2. So let's see there. A fraction becomes 1 by 3 when 1 is subtracted from the numerator, and it becomes 1 by 4 when 8 is added to its denominator. Find the fraction. As I've said earlier also, fractions are numbers having upper part and lower part, like 2 by 3, 5 by 3, 3 by 7. So every fraction has got upper part called numerator and the lower part called denominator. So let us write here. Let x and y be the numerator and denominator, okay, denominator respectively. The word respectively means first one, x ahead of y, is the first one numerator, y the second one denominator. So they are saying find the fraction, so required fraction that we need to find out is we find x and y separately and finally divide x by y is what the question is asking. What is the fraction, or find the fraction? Now as per first condition, okay, as per first condition, let me read the question. A fraction becomes 1 by 3 when 1 is subtracted from the numerator. Let me write it down. When 1 is subtracted from the numerator. and get this thing clearly today so there is no confusion in subtraction. 1 is subtracted from the numerator. 1 subtracted. Don't write, okay, just see, subtracted from. If you want, you can write also from the numerator. The word 1 subtracted from numerator means, in subtraction, this is very important. Numerator, back 1 comes first and minus, and then 1. 2 subtracted from numerator means numerator minus 2. So it's always subtracted from numerator means back 1 minus front 1. If you write, this is correct. If you write first one minus second one numerator, you're going to get absolutely wrong like this, okay? So keep that in mind. So the fraction is x by y. So as per first condition, let's just write here x by, this is the fraction, original fraction. Question is saying a fraction becomes 1 by 3 when 1 is subtracted from numerator. So 1 subtracted from numerator, 1 from numerator. So this is numerator, denominator. So 1 from numerator means numerator minus 1. So numerator is the first one x, so this one minus 1. So numerator is x is the numerator, so x minus 1. Then the fraction becomes 1 by 3. This is the first condition given in the question. That implies, so you can now cross multiply. Cross multiply means up and down, up on left side, then down on right side, or down on right side and up on left side, whatever. That is called cross multiplication. So let us multiply. Plus into plus, plus 3 into x is 3x. Next, no sign, so plus into minus, minus 3 ones are 3. So up and down multiply means this 3 will multiply both of these. After that, we put equal sign and do the up and down or down and up for the other one. So y into 1 is y. Then we may do by elimination also, or substitution, then no need to arrange, okay? But if we do by elimination, we have to arrange x first position. So write that, and y in the second position, bring it here, plus y, no sign means plus, minus y, and usually number on the right side. So minus 3 go this side, plus, even though it can be on the left also, it's okay. So we have arranged x term in first place, y term in second place, and the constant c1 on the right side, because we may have to solve by, we may choose even to solve by elimination. So just for arranging it in advance, okay, as per second condition of the question. Let us see what the question is saying next. And then it becomes 1 by 4 when 8 is added to denominator, to its denominator. So x by y, and 8 is added to denominator means upper is numerator, lower y is denominator, so plus 8. Or even if you write like this, x by 8 plus y, in addition it's okay, y plus 8, 8 plus y is same. What I mean is here, for example, 5 plus 2 is 7. And if we change 2 plus 5, it's the 7, same, plus 7 plus 7. But in subtraction, you have to be careful, I'm telling, because 5 minus 2 is plus 3. But 2 coming front and minus 5 is not same, it is minus 3. That's why we're saying 1 subtracted from numerator means back minus front is very particular in subtraction. But in addition, 8 added means y plus 8 or 8 plus y, same thing, that's fine. Equal to, when 8 is added to denominator, the fraction becomes 1 by 4. Nothing is done to numerator, so 1 by 4. Like we did cross multiplication here. Now we can do for the next one also. Let's write here up and down multiplication. Anyone you like. You can start with this 2 or with this 2 also, that's fine. There's no rule for that. X into 4, or 4 into x is 4x, then equal sign. Then up and down again, 1 into 1, 1 into y, y plus 1 into 8, 8. 1 multiply both of these, y plus 8, same. So we may do by elimination also. So x term first, y term this side, plus y, no sign means plus y becomes minus y, and 8 on the right side. So now x term, y term, and this one. So we have here now 8 is added to denominator. So 1 subtracted from numerator, 1 by 3. Yeah. It becomes 1 by 4 when 8 is added to denominator. So like that. So we have here now simple numbers here. So we can do by substitution also, no harm. Okay, but if you want, you can still do by elimination because this is already equated, you see here. -1, here 1, here also 1. So if you want to do by elimination, very simple. By substitution also, this is going to be very simple. So let us try substitution then. So for substitution, what do? We take the coefficients, right? Okay, and then x coefficients means the front in front of x. So x in question 1 is 3 and in question 2 is 4. So we put a bigger one up and the smaller one down, and we cancel it if possible, but we can't cancel, so just keep it like that. So this is your rough method. Now this is just a trick, not a hard and fast rule. You can directly take any one and do, but if you do that before you take, then it makes it easier. Okay, then y is your 1, here also 1. So -1, so no need to put sign because it's just for checking which one is going to be easier. So now can't cancel, keep it like that. So simplest one is 1y. 3x for bigger numbers, so smaller number you take in substitution is always 0. Okay, so 1y here, but here 4 and 8, here also 1y. So any of this 1y, this or this you can take, but here 3 and 3, here 4 and 8 bigger number, here 3 and 3 smaller, so I prefer this. So I take from 1. But if you took from here also, there is no harm. Same answer you'll get from equation 1. So we are going to take 1y in equation 1. So here 1y is there, this is x. So let's put that alone and bring the rest to the right side. This is 3, and then no sign in front of 3x means plus 3x. Shifted to right side, minus 3x, right? But we want to do the substitution by in terms of plus y and not minus y. So change this one minus to plus y. Then every term in the equation will change the sign. So here minus 3x will change to plus 3x. No sign in front, plus 3 will change to minus 3. Okay, so let us put this one as equation number 3. Now putting this value here, putting equation 3 value, okay, in equation. Now we took 3 equation from 1, so we should not put in 1 again, put it in another one, 2, right? We know that we get, so 2 is here, so we write here 4x minus y here. So y is going to be replaced by this, so we need to put a bracket because there are 2 terms here. So this y is going to be replaced, this y here is going to be replaced by this value 3x minus 3 with bracket putting inside bracket, then equal to 8 and 4x. Then to remove this bracket, we know we have to remove by multiplying outside to the inside. So outside sign minus into plus, because no sign means plus, minus into plus, minus 3x. Then minus into minus we know is plus 3 is equal to here 8. This is a very simple case here. 4x minus 3x is 1x, so we need not write 1, we know that, right? Is equal to here 8. If you shift this plus 3 to the right side, minus 3, because we are trying to find x, so we shift every number to the other side. So 8 minus 3 is simply plus 5. Having found x, we want to find y, so we put this value, putting x is equal to 5 in equation 3. Why? Because 3 is perfectly arranged to find y. See, y equal to, so we will get in that case y is equal to 3 into x. Now this x is going to be replaced by this x equal to 5 means 5 will replace the x, and then here minus 3. So continuing, you're going to get here equal to 3 5s are 15 minus 3 5s are 15 minus 3. So this is 12, right? So go back to the beginning to answer the question. They're saying find the required find the fraction. So therefore we write here required fraction, the final step answer. we know is we put it as x by y in the beginning, so do like that, and that will be equal to x is here. Just now you got your x equal to 5, right? So we write 5 and y equal to 12. So here 5 by 12 is the required fraction. Okay. Let's go to the next one, the last one, the third one. Okay, subheading 3. You read the question for us. Yash scored 40 marks in a test, getting 3 marks for each right answer and losing 1 mark for each wrong answer. Had 4 marks been awarded for each correct answer and 2 marks for been deducted for each incorrect answer, then Yash would have scored 50 marks. How many questions were there in the test? Total number of questions. So let us write here. Let x be the number of right or correct answers and y be the number of wrong answers. Okay. Let x be the number of right answers and y be the number of wrong answers. Okay. That Yash attempted, or of Yash. Okay. Or wrong answers. Let x be x. Okay, wrong. Yash answered. Then just say like that. So x is the number of right answers Yash answered, and y is the number of wrong answers Yash answered. Anyway, okay. So as per first condition, he scored 40 marks when? Let us read. Getting 3 marks for each right answer. So his mark was 40 total when he got 3 marks for answering each answer rightly, right answer. So number of right answers is x. So x, number of right answers, into mark for each right answer will be total marks. Total marks, right? Total marks of right answers. He got here 5 questions, let us say. Question number 1, question number 2, question number 3, question number 4, 5. That means these are correct, let us say. Question 6, question 7, question 8 are wrong. Let us suppose that there are 8 total questions. I'm just explaining for, right? So this is correct, 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 correct. These are wrong ones. So for each he's getting 3 marks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 marks he got here. 3 marks he got here. 3 marks. Let me just explain it in a very practical way so you get it. 5 of them 3. So how do you get that? That is, for each right answer here he's getting 3 marks into number of answers correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is 15 marks. Just like if you do manually, so 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So 3 marks for each right answer into number of right answers, x, total marks scored for right answers. But for each wrong answer, this test is slightly different type of test. Mark is reduced, so minus. So mark reduced for each wrong answer. Go there, 1 mark reduced. So here 1 mark minus 1 means minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. So 3 questions wrong, let us say. How do you get that? Number of wrong questions, y, right? Y, 1, 2, 3. Number of wrong questions into 1 question wrong, 1 mark deducted, so minus 1. So minus into plus, minus 3 going to be deducted. Likewise, minus number of wrong answers is y into mark deducted for each wrong answer is 1. So 1 into number of wrong answers is total mark deducted. So this is the mark deducted. So mark scored minus mark deducted is what his final mark was, which is 40 marks. I hope you're getting. I took some time to explain because we need to get it clearly. So next here we can write now 3x minus 1y means simply we can write y. Marks and marks can come out of the bracket common even at the back side also. Or we can put the marks in front of the bracket also. That's up to us. It's equal to 40 marks. That way what we're trying to do is marks and marks will cancel and our equation will reduce to a simple linear equation of 3x minus y equal to 40. We can put this as 1. And next, as per second condition, okay, as per second condition, had 4 marks been, suppose this is the exact mark he scored with this condition of 3 marks for right answer and 1 mark deducted for 1 wrong answer. But if they change the system, that's what they're saying. Had 4 marks been awarded for each correct answer, 2 marks been deducted for each incorrect answer, then Yash would have scored 50 instead of 40. That means here number of right answers, and for each right answer if he is given 4 marks, his total mark for right answers minus wrong deducted wrong answer, number of wrong answers y into, if 2 marks were deducted for each wrong answer, this is total marks deducted, total marks scored minus total mark deducted is his final score would have been 50. Marks, these steps I'm not showing because we've already shown, so you can just put here similarly. Similarly means now you can avoid these 2 steps and just go to directly to the last step. Now it's always good to check your equation before you start solving to see if there is any common factor, okay, so and remove them. Why? So that the equation will become smaller and simpler, and we know simpler equations are easier to deal. So here we see 2 is going with all these 3 terms, right? So we can take out the common factor 2 outside, then 2 2s are 4, and here x minus 2 is outside, so only y now inside is equal to 50. That way you're going to get here 2x minus y, this one, is equal to 50, and then if you shift this into bracket and number means into, 2 into become divided by 2 here. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 1 in hand. The 1 in hand will go in front of 0 at the left side of 0, so 10, 2 5s are 10. So our second equation can now be reduced to simpler one. 2x minus y is equal to 25. This is equation 2, let us say. Now when you see this one, we can see that now we can solve either by substitution or elimination. I said we are allowed to solve by cross multiplication also, but I encourage you to just avoid cross multiplication because cross multiplication is slightly more complicated. Not so complicated, but we prefer substitution and elimination. We can do by substitution also, so not so hard, but double digit here, double, so let us see whether we can do by elimination. Here 1y and 1y is already equated, so why not do elimination method? 1 into 2, and when they are already equated, number 1 multiply equation 1 and number 1 multiply equation 2. Then we multiply by 1, right? So 1 into this means all these 3 terms, 1 into 3x, 1 into 1y, 1 into 40, so this will remain. When you multiply by same, the equation remains the same. 3x minus y is equal to 40, this will become our equation number 3, let us say. Then 1 multiply equation 2 also, so this 1 will multiply. This means it will remain same, 2x minus y is equal to 25. Equation number 4. Now, here we see the equated, this is not equated yet. So we can equate this also, but it will take longer process. Already equated, we're going to take, right, 1, 1. So if both equated are same sign, minus 1, then we do 3 minus 4, as we have been doing earlier also. 3 minus 4. If they are opposite sign, one minus and other plus, or the first one plus and the other minus, then we do 3 plus 4. But this is same, minus 1 minus 1, so 3 minus 4. Equation 3 minus equation 4 means original signs of 4 will change. So plus 25, which was originally plus, will become minus. Minus here will become plus. Plus here will become minus. So every term in equation 4 will change the original sign. That way, plus 1y minus 1y is eliminated, 0. 0 means eliminated. Plus 3x minus 2x is plus 1x is equal to plus 40 bigger, and now this is no longer plus, minus 25 smaller, put down, subtraction. 10 minus 5, 5. 1 is taken from 4 to make 10 here, so only 3 left, 3 minus 2, 1. Bigger one has plus sign, so here also plus, so x equal to 15. Now putting this one here, putting x equal to 15 in